Hey guys, so I've literally just woken up. As you can see, I've got bed hair and I always have bed hair. I ain't got no makeup on and I've got my glasses on. I think all I've done is like brush my teeth. Anyway, I've just watched the Tana Mongeau apology video and I just wanted to give like my thoughts on the video. If you don't know about the whole situation with Tana Mongeau, basically she had watched a video, an iDubbbz video, where he had used the N word. She then went to Twitter and told him to kill himself, which she then like deleted a few minutes later. And then it began to surface that, well, videos began to surface of her a couple of years ago using the N word, and she made another video making an apology, saying, well, she thought that the N word meant friend, but in those videos, she was saying, you stupid N word. Now, no one says you stupid friend, like, let's just use our brains. She then went on to have a tour where she had a meet and greet, and iDubbbz decided to go and, you know, meet Tana Mongeau. She didn't realize that it was him, and he had basically met up with her and said, say N word. And she then goes onto her YouTube and makes a video saying he had me in a chokehold, he wouldn't let me go. He said, say N word with thumbs up, and this, that, and the third. And he comes out with his own video, Content Cop, where he shows the video of him meeting her and saying, say N word, where there was no thumbs up, there was no chokehold. He let her go as soon as she, tried to get away from him. That's our other presenter, Blake. He's decided to come and join us. Yes. Yes.
About
Indeed.
no.
And then
No.
yeah, so he has released that content, and it completely eradicates her credibility. She then says that she was going to make an apology video, which she now has, and we ended up having to wait such a long time for it. In my opinion, I feel like we had to wait so long for this apology video when it was a 20-minute video. Please don't do that, my sweet.
Nah.
Yeah, I think we had to wait so long for this video because her network were trying to, you know, I guess they were trying to put together how they were going to do this video so that it came off like a proper apology video. But to me, it came off a bit like she apologized too much. I understand that if you are taking responsibility for things, you're taking responsibility for things. And the whole point and purpose is to apologize. But I just think she repeated certain points so much that it was just kind of like, okay, can we just get to the next point? And it just got to a point where it was like, I zoned out because you're saying the same things over and over again. Also think that because she kept on repeating herself and because she was so overly apologetic, that it came off a little bit false. It's like I'm kind of half and half. I'm kind of like 50-50 about whether or not she is genuine about apology. I mean, when she said, for the people who are saying I'm only apologizing because of the whole iDubbbz situation, you're right. I'm so glad that she said that, yeah, this is the reason why I'm apologizing, because sometimes it takes for a situation like this to happen, so that you can really understand and reflect and realize the mess that you have caused and the wrong that you have done. So I agree with her 100% on that. But really, she just kept on repeating herself 1,001 times, and it just got to a point where it's like, can you just move on to the next point? But I think it's because whoever has helped her to make this video, or even if it was her that came up with it 100% herself, which I highly doubt, because I'm sure her network would have, or her management would have something to say about it. Because if she doesn't make money, they don't make money from her. So they would have to have some kind of stance in it somewhere. Um, but I just think there's something not 100% correct with that video. I respect her for coming out and saying that she's sorry, because it's not easy to say you're sorry about, you know, for some people it's very difficult to apologize. But for someone who has the amount of followers and subscribers that she does, that's going to be very, very, very difficult, because everybody is, on her case, is on her back, is giving her hate. And whether she deserves it or not, it's kind of like, hopefully now it's an eye opener to her. Another thing that was really, which made me kind of like side eye, was the fact that she said, the next time something from my past comes up, or the next time there's a scandal. So that makes me feel like, and she said it like 2 or 3 times. It makes me wonder, so what else is out there that we don't know about, or what else is going to come up from the ground? What else is going to come up from the woodwork and bite you in the ass? What else is there? And maybe if there is something else out there, maybe you should be addressing it now then. Because clearly you must know that there's something else out there, because you're already kind of foreshadowing and foreseeing that there's going to be a next time. That's what I got from that personally. I understand that she's still quite young and she's in the public eye. She's a public figure, I guess. She's a social media star at quite a young age. Not, even grown-ups, they make so many mistakes. But I really, really do hope that she learns from this. I really do hope that she learns from this, and that somebody in her management team or network, or whoever it is who's dealing with her, get her some media training. Like, get her some media training, because the things that have surfaced is just abysmal. And I understand that she may not have had a network back then. I'm not saying she did, I'm not saying she didn't. I'm saying she may not have had a network or management back then when, she was making those videos with the N-word and whatnot. But now she has people who can handle her. If she's able to hire people who, her friend to clean her house and do her laundry, she has a network and this, that, and the other, then somebody needs to, she needs to get someone to help her with media training. That's what I definitely think, because clearly she doesn't know how to handle situations like this herself. She really doesn't. It's just a complete mess. She said that if she had not made the video of her lying about saying that she thought the N-word meant friend, then none of this would be happening now, because she would have just told the truth and said, okay, I know that I was stupid and I shouldn't have said it and da 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 da. I think that this still would have happened, because unfortunately, when you look at people like, we'll just say it, Jeffree Star, he claims that he has dealt with this in the past. I've never seen an apology video or statement or whatever where he completely and thoroughly addresses what he said on that video about trying to throw bleach on a black girl's face to make her lighter and whatever. But he claims that he has, addressed it before. But even still now, when it resurfaces, you're what it is I think that these people need to understand is that as you go along, your audience gets bigger and bigger and bigger and bigger and bigger. And not all of your audience are going to go and research your past. And when all of this stuff comes up to people like Tana, to people like Jeffrey, whatever, all of that is old to them because they've done it however many years ago. But to their audience who have just been with them of recent or in the recent years, it's all brand new. It's all brand new. And then you know, does that mean that they should have to apologize 1,000 times? I don't know. Does it mean that they have to address it every single time it props up again? Who am I to say? But I think that's something that people need to keep in mind, is that you're going to your newer audience, it's going to be brand new to them. And when you put yourself out there, people are going to have an opinion. Like, people are going to have an opinion of this video. But I already know that, because as I'm making this video, I'm already fully aware that people are going to have an opinion on what I say. There's going to be people who agree. There's going to be people who disagree. There's going to be people who attack me. There's going to be people who are down for me. That's just how it goes. When you put yourself out there, you're opening yourself up to public opinion. And unfortunately, public opinion, or people's opinion in general, just isn't always the way you want it to be. It's not always going to be the way you want it to be. So, as I said, I for the half of me that feels like Tana's video was genuine, do say I hope you do learn from this, Tana, and I hope if you do ever see this video, I really do hope that you've learned your lesson from this. But keep in mind that this could prop up again in 10 years' time. Keep that in mind, that anything that you've done before, it could potentially prop up again in 10 years' time. And all of those people who don't know about this scandal, all of the subscribers and followers that you get from this point onwards, may not know about this scandal. And then you're going to have to be re-explaining yourself again in 10 years' time or whatever to that audience who never knew anything about this. I do think that you tried overly hard in your video to apologize. I think it was a bit much, to a point where it came off a little bit like you're trying a little bit too hard, which makes me double take and think to myself, is it really genuine? I don't know. But I do hope that you've learned. I really do hope that you've learned. And I wish you nothing but success. Anyway, I'm going to go get myself ready because I look like shit. Take care, you guys. Bye.